the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with their rivals and co-tenants here in the building, the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready up.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Spones. 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 No, no, no.
Greystone, travel. Ready, ready.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Kill, kill, kill.
Leo, Leo.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
From the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
60 outlaw.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Ready, ready. It's 70. Indy.
54. Watch 54. Switch it. Switch
Blue draw quarters. Deep river. Deep river.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
30 base. Hey!
Get in the weight room. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey! Wahoo!
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Right there.
Go! Go!
Right there. 54 Mike. Right here, right here.
Hit it!
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's got his man. This is Tate. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Watch 54. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Mike 54. Mike.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive.
Weapon.
Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, watch the slant.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
54 Mike. It's a party now. 54's Mike.
Jones now to throw on third down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running games. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
31 side. Come on, baby.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Pass the Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 48 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Ready?
On 2nd and 7, Jones, he completes it to Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. These two teams all tied after one. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You ain't got nothing. 57. Hey, Haywood. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Minus 57. Let's go.
From just shy of midfield, Jones stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Yo.
Deep dribble. Deep dribble.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And Tate's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
61, matchbox lights.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, orbit.
Check.
5.
On 2nd and 9. Jones. They still can't get it. He'll try and run it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Right there. Go.
Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Bell. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down and 4, Darnold forced out to his left. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Montgomery, 65 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Darnold from the red zone now. A screen to Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. At the Giants' 16-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You got nothing. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Lady. Check 15, check 15. Lady. Check 4, check 4.
Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. Caught here by Griffin. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ready, set. Lady, 55.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Man, 80. Check. Man, 80. Switch.
Five.
Lady, 5. Oh, yeah. Ready, set.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
31's the mic. Lady, 31's the mic. Coming for you, son.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold caught here by Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Pass the and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Montgomery. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Mike 5-4.
On second and 7, Jones caught right side Tate and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the set.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Now watch one.
You draw courses. Ready?
On first down, Barkley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Pilot, 64. Weak. You get it.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Let's go.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, it's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
60 Pittsburgh. Go. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Hey, wahoo. 5.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Giants first down. First down and goal to go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flush to his right. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Mike, 54. Red 80. Mike. I'm coming. Hey, check Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 4 down. Check. Hey, lady. Undercut. Wide. Get wide.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Watch the twist.
49, check 49.
Hey, lady. Watch the whip.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. Man, 80. He's coming. We got double up. Under 10. 10. Kill.
This is Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
I know he ain't got it. Twist. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Montgomery, 28 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mike 41, Mike 41. I got you. 41 Mike, right here. 41.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
High 7.
54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike's 5'4". Watch a slant.
Hey, Delta.
One set. Check Mike 54.
Get it.
On fourth down, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
54's Mike.
Back to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Go. Mike 54.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
8 read. Oh! Hey, exit.
He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third and short.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Ready, set.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey. Smooth.
57 to Mike.
Come on. You better bring it.
57 to
Mike.
Now Jones. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward?
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Outcoachu3 showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Got you.
5.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
All day, dog.
Mike 41.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones finding his target. It's Cody Latimer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
15 1. 15
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Barkley, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
41 Mike.
2nd and 6. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's been a long day for you.
Now Saquon Barkley. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
50, plant.
A gain of 4 brings up third.
On third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's